Hello, this is Dr. Olson with Foundation Foot Health Clinic. I'm here with another unboxing, and wouldn't you know it, it's another pair of shoes. Again, my wife doesn't know about this until the video, and so she'll find out later and give me some grief about it, but I gotta do some research and I gotta do some product testing. I often get asked on the pickleball court, what kind of shoes should I get and recommend. I currently wear the New Balance 996. I've really enjoyed wearing that shoe, but it is beat up. Let's open this up. Again, would you look at that? It's a pair of shoes. So this is the New Balance Fresh Foam XCT Rally V2. So this is the second iteration of this shoe, and I'm excited to try it out. It should be a little bit more supportive than my New Balance 996, but we'll check it out here. Oh yeah, these are looking great. So you see that shoe? Very nice colorway. So far I'm impressed just with the appearance, but also let's do the 2-finger test. That's looking really solid. Let's look at that heel counter. Again, really solid. And then the stability side to side motion. So this shoe is technically a tennis court shoe, but it can be used with pickleball as well. Again, it's got some of the same features as like a typical court shoe would. A really durable outsole here. It looks like it's non-marking, which is great, especially for indoor courts as well. If you're playing on basketball courts, it's a very solid structured shoe, it seems like, compared to even like the 996. So let's try this shoe on here. I think some key specs with this shoe as well is that I heard from another podiatrist that you should probably get a wide in this shoe. So especially if you ever consider yourself to have a wide foot, even if you have an inkling, he said that you should probably get the wide version of this. I feel like that same thing with the New Balance 996. I probably should have gone with a wide. Again, I have a little bit of a tailor's bunion that kind of pushes out that outside part of the shoe here. But this has a nice flare in this shoe, so it should be able to accommodate my little tailored bunion as well. One thing I noticed right away is, I don't know why they do this, but the laces are extremely long. I don't ideally like that at all. So far, I really think that these shoes are very comfortable. I do think that they're more structured and supportive than my current New Balance 996. So I think that's a good upgrade in that sense. I'm very happy that I did go with the wide version. Again, I get this tailor's bunion over here, and it does have a flare out in that shoe, but it does support my tailor's bunion for that wide foot. Again, if you have any inclination that you have a little bit of a wider foot, I would just recommend going to that wide foot. Again, if you're gonna be pushing weight out to that outside, you're gonna bust out that side of the shoe. I think it's very comfortable. I think it has more medial support than the 996 does. And again, I love that this outsole has what appears to be a little bit more structure, but also just durability to the outsole. It's a non-marking outsole. It does not have a toe drag or a toe kick of any sort. So sometimes those pickleball shoes do kind of have a better toe guard. Not having a toe guard could be a detriment to this shoe. It could break down quicker, but obviously we got to put it to the test here. I do notice that there is a little bit of a hump that kind of feels like it's on the insole part of the shoe, and it feels like it's pushing on the outer part of my foot. I did hear previously that that's somewhat of an issue right out of the gate, but that ultimately it does break in, and then you're not feeling that while you're playing. But ultimately, I think that they have good support. It's responsive. I also noticed that the back of the heel, if you have a narrow heel, you could kind of tend to slip out of the back of this shoe. I don't know if that's due to the fact that I got a wide, or if that's just part of the shoe. The other thing I noticed that too is I wear a true 10, and I got the 10 wide. I almost think that you could probably go half size down and still get the wide and still feel comfortable in this shoe. Know that with pickleball, you're putting a lot of pressure into that front of that shoe, And so that what happens is that you can get a lot of toenail damage and also problems with your tips of your toes because you're pushing into that shoe box too much. So I always recommend a finger width at the end of your shoe, and that should be helpful in keeping that toe box nice and roomy for you. Again, I think that all shoes can be enhanced with the use of a medical grade orthotic or custom orthotic. I know I have several of my pickleball friends that are wearing those orthotics. It's definitely helped their foot pain as well. And so if you have any questions on these particular shoes, again, these are the New Balance Fresh Foam X CT Rally version 2. And I think these could be a great option for pickleball players. If you're having any pain related to pickleball or just on the day-to-day, feel free to visit my website at foundationfoothealthclinic.com and also give me a call at 515-207-0233. We can get you an appointment, we can get you seen, and get you tuned up for the pickleball season.